G'day, everybody. It's Tane Bartholomew, Marcus Washington, and the superstar chef himself, Tyson. How are you today, mate?
Good, mate. Good.
That's the way. That's the way. Though it's good to see Marcus looking fine and dandy down there down to the island, mate.
Yeah, doing well and sipping on a red, feeling classy. And I've got all the ingredients here. My lovely fiance, she's organised it all. I've done nothing.
I must say, my wife Marina, she did go to the shops and got everything for me as well. So all I've had to do today is dress myself. So and I think I've done that okay. So there we go.
Classic.
But awesome. So look, tonight we've got something pretty special. We've got Tyson here to cook with us, which is absolutely fantastic. Tyson, I guess give everyone a little bit of background about yourself, what you do, and everything like that.
Yeah, definitely. So, background behind me is I've been a chef for I think 17 years now in the game. I've run a restaurant with my brothers, which continues to run now. Oh my! So the boys still run that, which is awesome. And then I've gone off and started my own business, doing catering, portable bars, stuff like that. And now it's turned into pretty much teaching people how to make pasta, which is really awesome. I love it. It's like the best job in the world for me.
Yeah, right.
And yes, during COVID, we've just turned into doing online virtual classes and classes like this. So I'm loving it, enjoying it.
That's awesome, mate. And you do a great job. You did cater my wedding, so it was absolutely fantastic. So I do appreciate that, buddy.
Thanks, mate. Thank you very much.
Awesome. All right. Well, it's enough little chit chat. Let's get into it and teach us what we need to do, mate.
Yeah, for sure. So we're live too. We're live on my Instagram. So I'll give them an idea of what's going on. So for everyone on my Instagram, we're working with Harcourt's Pakenham, so Tane and Marcus, and we're going to be making cooking our steaks with a salsa verde. So I'm going to run over all those different ingredients and how we do it. So, boys, let's go. Let's get this party going. And then afterwards, we're also going to have the video shared on Instagram and Facebook, so you'll be able to see who I'm actually talking to. So, this is I'm not that tech savvy, so this is the best way we could do it. Righto. You look like you've got all your ingredients there, boys. So the next step is what we're going to do. We're going to start to marinate our steaks. So what we need in front of us is our rosemary, thyme, lemon, garlic, and then we've got olive oil, salt, and pepper. So we've got all those in front of us.
Pretty sure.
So now we'll get ourselves a bowl that we can fit the steaks into.
Beautiful.
Surprised the kids haven't been used as a musical instrument for the past 2 days. So
you go to the bedroom and find a bowl.
Yeah,
love it. So this is that. With coming to marinate, this is getting pretty fancy. So, mind you can just get your steak, cook it off, but I love to marinate it first. You don't need to marinate it for long, maybe 5 minutes. So, what I'm going to be doing, I'll grab my steak. So, I'm using Scotch fillet. I've got about 280 grams Scotch fillet here. Pop that in the bowl.
I've got two Scotch fillets.
Yeah, throw them in. You've got to feed the family, mate. Actually, I've got to feed the loved one too. So I'll run the rest.
Look at us being kind.
Yeah, we had to get 2 of them. That's for sure.
All right. So now we've got our steaks in the bowl. The next step is we'll place our olive oil over top. So just a generous amount of olive oil on there, so we can just cover the steaks. Then we're going to go a pinch of our salt and a pinch of our pepper. Yell out if I'm going too fast, gents.
Oh, we're keeping up. I think we're keeping up. Is this the first time you ever cooked something, Tane, or?
True, could be.
Yeah, who is the cook in the house?
Look, It is me. Marina does cook. Just if there was a big competition, I'd probably be slightly in front. Generally, I know when dinner's ready is when the smoke alarm's going off at home.
Love it.
Be careful with your words, Tony.
Yeah, no, she's watching too.
If you don't have a grater to grate the lemon rind on top, you can just cut the skin a little bit. So, few options. So we'll just grind about a teaspoon worth of zest.
Zesty.
Nice and zesty. All right, so now next step, we'll grab a spring of our rosemary. All got that. I'll just run down.
Is that enough, mate? Or
is that the one?
Yeah, no, that's not enough, mate. That's the bush. He's just gone in the garden and ripped his bush out. So our rosemary's added, then we've got our thyme. So I've got a fair bit of thyme here. We just need to cut a little bit off the end. Don't need to go too crazy. Probably a tablespoon's worth of thyme. Throw that in. Don't have to be fancy with how finely it's diced. We just get the flavour.
Flavor, all right.
Flavor.
I don't know which one's the time. Which one's the time? This one or that one?
Time?
This one. This one.
Hey, Tate, can you make my screen smaller, please, so I can see?
Which one you got, Marcus?
That's better.
I've got this one. I've chopped it up. I'm hoping it's the right
perfect.
one. This is that it's
You're
the right
winning.
one.
So pop that in. And then your garlic clove. So we're going to grab our garlic clove.
Yep.
Perfectly peeled.
Got 3 of them.
Yep. Got 3 of them. Grab one of them. We just slice it up. Rough chop.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'm going to pop that in.
You keeping up, Tano?
Yeah, mate. It's the first time I've been allowed to use the big kids' knives.
Ooh, the old butter knives, eh? All right. I might just go put the gas on. Give me 2 seconds on the barbie.
Yeah, go for it. You're zesty.
Oh.
Thanks, baby, mate. No, you're zesty.
So the Instagram lives have been going well, mate?
Yeah, I'm loving it, mate. I'm loving it.
Yep.
So it's right now people are getting on Nigella on me with their zesty comments, which is good. I don't mind a bit of that. We're just mixing our steaks up like that, as long as they're covered. And when I say marinade, they can sit there for like a minute and then we're ready to cook. So as long as they're all covered and coated, we're laughing.
So you don't have to really do that. So I'm just going to wash my hands, mate. You don't really have to marinate them overnight or anything like that, or?
No. We just want it to be those flavors on top of the steak. Yep. They're sitting there with the steak, and then when we go to cook it off, we're laughing. So I think for now, what we're going to do, I know one of us needs to move to the barbecue. So if we can get our pans on heat, everything hot, we're going to cook off our steaks now, and then we're going to let them rest. Then we're going to move over to our salsa verde.
Beautiful. All right.
So while we're doing that, mate, you want to just tell us a little about what you do with I Like Too Much when we're not in COVID restrictions, mate? I think it's a great idea what you do with people, and I think a lot of fun, and it's something that we're definitely going to do once we can get out of these restrictions with some friends, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So pasta parties, making gnocchi and pasta. So basically, without COVID, I've been going to people's houses. I bring all the gear, all the equipment, the wine, the food, the canapes, everything. And then we run a party. So we make all the pasta. Everyone drinks the wine. Then everyone sits down. I cook the pasta up for everyone, and everyone enjoys the rest of the night. I clean down the kitchen, and off I go. So I've been absolutely loving that. Going all around Melbourne, meeting new people, new kitchens. It's been fantastic.
It's awesome, and I can vouch for you when you cooked for our wedding, you left the kitchen cleaner than what it was when you walked in there, mate. So you do a fantastic job, that's for sure.
Thanks, mate. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
How
about you guys? Have you been traveling through COVID?
Yeah, it's been interesting, that's for sure. It's really had to change, much like yourself. We've had to change the way we do business and how we operate. And a lot of it's, Zoom and FaceTime inspections and appraisals. And we're still getting contracts, which is amazing. I know Mark has just listed another one only, about an hour ago, mate?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think, been busy. The Zoom calls aren't the same though. Trust me, it's good to be in front of people, but I think looking back, we're going to look back on this and go, you know what, this was a crazy time, but we made the most of it. And someone said to me the other day that business, you got to keep business usual, but business as unusual as it is. So got to make the most of it. So yeah, I don't know, it's crazy times, but as you said earlier, Tyson, you are going to come out of this and have a range of new things that we can do business and get to people and connect with people. So yeah, it's exciting. It's so exciting.
Yeah, it's that's where you look at the positives out of it, don't you? Instead of dwelling on how shit it is. Anyway, let's cook these steaks, boys. So we need to get our pans on the heat as hot as we can get them. So nearly to smoking point. No need for oil in the pan because we've already oiled our steaks, so that's going to be plenty for cooking the steak. I've got I'm using a cast iron griddle, so one of these. One. So, oh wait, here we go. Going to the Barbie. Love it.
Yeah, nice. I like my steak on the Barbie, so I'll just put this light up.
Yep.
All right.
Beautiful. All right, so we've got some hot pans happening there.
Sure,
mate. I'm just going to refresh my screen. I'm just getting a bit pixelated there, so hang on, give me a second. You guys will keep running.
Yep.
How are those cars going, Tyson?
Pardon?
What are they called? What are those? The cars? The
APRGos.
Yeah.
There's actually I actually sold them. So there's another Melbourne business now that are running them, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Big Years Co. So so I sold them off, and now I'm actually focusing on the virtual classes and selling it online. So
yeah, great, mate. That's awesome.
All right. Awesome. My pan is hot. How are we feeling? Nice and hot?
Yeah, good, mate.
Yeah, the Barbie's getting there. That's good.
All right. So the idea, the way I cook my steak, I'll sear it on either side for about 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes. And then what I'll do after that on a really, really hot heat, and then I'll leave it rest for about 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. The more you let it rest, the better. And the idea is what's happening when you're cooking that steak, all the juices are flowing to the center of the steak. And then once you let it rest, all those juices relax and then flows back through the rest of the steak. So you're creating a juicy, even more tender steak. So let's pop our steaks on.
Juicy and zesty.
Juicy.
Oh, I love that sound. So there's always a bit of a thing, mate. If you cook, who does the dishes?
I do. Yeah, I do the dishes. Don't worry about that. But I find it therapeutic, so I don't mind doing dishes.
Yeah.
I get the music going. Doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. No,
what about you?
I think, look, I'm a cleaner cook. So I figure that if I cook, I'm happy to do the dishes. It's just Marina, she doesn't mind using every utensil just to make toast. So
you clean as you go. I love it.
You do.
It's the same as Loz. She's the same. They love making a mess and they like watching us clean it up, I think. So. Sorry, Loz.
All right. So I'll give it another minute with these steaks, gents. How do we like our steaks cooked?
Medium rare.
Medium rare.
Yep. Perfect. I didn't even ask, are we all cooking scotch?
Yep.
We sure are. Had to listen to the chef.
That's it. Too bad if you liked another cut. You got to work with me.
Oh yeah,
Give another 30 seconds, then we'll turn them. And then we'll get into our salsa.
So what's one of your favourite dishes to cook, mate?
Oh, look, I'd be silly if I didn't say pasta. But probably I do love making tortellini and eating tortellini. It is definitely one of my favourites. Eggplant lasagna. I love eggplant lasagna. Mate, I'm eating gnocchi like 3 days a week now. It's ridiculous. But I did
see your Instagram on that, mate. I have to give that a go because we have bought the one that you make as well. I know Marina did get a batch of that. It was fantastic, actually.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Was that the? Actually, you know what? The gnocchi tacos that I sell. Yeah, the gnocchi tacos that I sell online came from your wedding idea. From your wedding. That's it. That's the inspiration. I love it. All right,
you call them Pano's tacos, yeah? You call them Pano's tacos?
No, I don't. I should, though. All right, so we're looking like this.
Oh, yeah.
So if we're not...
There we go, mate. Ooh.
Love it. Beautiful. If your pan isn't hot enough, then you're only going to stew your steak. It's going to stew in the juices. So literally your wife or whoever's with you is going to freak out because it looks like you're trying to burn the house down. But the hotter the pan, the better.
And
we'll
always cook it on high?
2 minutes. Pardon?
Always cook it on high?
Yeah, I cook it on high the whole time, yep. So then after this 2 minutes, I'm going to put it back on a plate and let it rest. And then once we let it rest, we leave it rest for 5 minutes while we make our salsa. Then we'll put it back on the heat for a further couple of minutes, and then we're ready to serve.
Right on.
Perfect. And tell me, I know this is skipping ahead a bit, but what are capers?
Capers? Caper berries?
Warwick cappers. Yeah. Warwick cappers, we'll call them.
Cappers, Warwick cappers.
You've never had capers?
I don't know what they are, mate.
Well, they're actual flowers, actually, grown on trees.
There you go.
So they're berries. Sorry, they're berries, not flowers. But you can get caper flowers, leaves. Nice?
Yeah, all right.
I'm pretty sure I served caper berries at your wedding too.
Yeah, I remember the tacos. It was a big day, mate, I must admit.
Tano's tacos were a hit, though. They were definitely a hit.
They were a hit. They were. That's why I decided to sell them online, mate. Like, they were a hit. All right. So let's take our steaks off, gents. So I think we'll be ready to let them rest.
Might just give mine a little bit longer. The barbie oil's really hot.
Right.
So where do you tend to cook, like for your catering and all that sort of Tyson? So you're still doing catering? Is that still part of, like obviously did Tane's wedding and all that, or is it more now the parties and all that kind of thing?
So now it's more just basically delivering pasta. So there isn't really much to cater because people are in their houses with only a couple of people. So
yeah. Not much to do. And with the cooking side, where's that? Where do you do all that from home, or do you just?
No, yeah. So we lease out a commercial kitchen that we run out of, but
okay, yep.
In saying that, we actually do have a few weddings coming up where they're predicting that that numbers will be able to increase. So we're going to be doing catering for that with all our Italian food.
Beautiful.
And then we've also got an idea which we're probably going to launch in the next week or two, and we're thinking about doing spring racing catering because we've got a few friends of ours that actually get dressed up in their living room and full dressed up. I'm talking dressed up, hair, everything, shoes on, and they watch the races like it's race day. So
that's awesome.
We might be doing something like that too. So get them involved and have a full race day at home.
It's a great idea. I think, and it's amazing how creative people are getting. I suppose now that we can't catch up with family and friends, and as you know, mate, like my wedding was probably one of the last social gatherings that that was the last social gathering I went to anyway.
It was on the edge.
Yeah.
Very lucky man, and Marina's a lucky woman.
Love it.
Not because of you, Tane, but
Yeah.
All right. So our steaks are done, gents. So now the next step is very, very easy. The salsa verde. We're going to add all our ingredients together, put in the blender, and then ready to put on top of the steak. So I've got
just a quick shout out to Elise Mackey for the thermi. I can see you watching there, mate. Thank you so much for the thermo.
The thermo queen. The absolute thermo queen. Love it. So ingredients wise, I've got some basil. I've got some mint, some flat leaf parsley, some garlic, some horseradish, and some capers. Red wine vinegar and olive oil.
Oh, red wine vinegar.
And a chili. Yeah, hiding in here.
Yeah.
And a chili. Chili's for preference. If you like the heat, chili's for preference. So the idea is now we're going to grab our blender. Doesn't matter what type of blender you've got. This there are recipes that use anchovies too, but I don't make my salsa verde with anchovies. I keep them out. Some people are scared of them. So we'll throw all our ingredients in there. Rough chop some of the parsley and the mint if you have to. Have we made these before? This recipe before, gents?
Nah.
No.
Steak and mash and veggies, mate, or steak and salad, or.
I don't think I've ever used a blender. That sounds something.
Well, it's good because it keeps really well in the fridge. So this sauce, so you can use it for a few weeks. All right, let me know when you've got all the ingredients in the blender.
So horseradish was just 1 teaspoon or something like that, was it?
One tablespoon of horseradish.
Yep. And then the capers, are they going in there?
Yep, capers going in there. So if you want to add your chili, just cut your chili in half, de-seed it, take the seeds out. Don't touch your eye. It's not fun.
And wash your hands before you go to the toilet too.
What's that? Yeah. Haven't done that.
Yeah. I've got Scott McKinnon. If you're watching, I've got a funny story about him. But no, it's all right. How many capers do I put in, mate?
So 100 grams. 100 grams of capers. So just drain the jar out of the liquid too.
Yep. All right, doing that in the sink, mate.
There was no garlic in this at all, Tyson, as well? No garlic?
Yeah, I've got 2 cloves of garlic in there, mate. So
yeah, I thought so. I had 2 left over.
And 2 for the recipe.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
I'm just sort of guessing 100 grams.
Crazy with cutting everything because everything's going to get blitzed up.
That's a fair point.
Capers and horseradish.
All right.
How much is the horseradish, mate? Just a teaspoon?
A tablespoon.
Tablespoon, all right.
Yeah.
Jeez, we're getting fancy now. All right, done. And red wine vinegar. How much? Half a cup of red wine vinegar, wasn't it?
Yep, half a cup of red wine vinegar.
Will you be cleaning tonight, Tane, or will Marina be cleaning up tonight?
I'll let when she hears that. I'll see if she shouts out me or her. It's a bit of a delay on the when it goes to the phone.
Yeah, you're a smart
Surely
man.
you're not making that much mess.
Nah, that's pretty good. I had the kids go and pick all the herbs for us today, which was good. And you'd be proud of the girls, mate. They've got their own little shop up the road from us. They're selling lemons that they pick off our tree, and they go up there every day, check their little donation tin, and then restock it. And we've got some herbs up there, some rosemary and some mint plants for people. So they've done right, actually. They're making a little bit of pocket money, which is good.
I love it. And then I think it's I've seen a few daffodil little pots floating around that area too, with buckets of daffodils for $2.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, love it. Getting them ready for the real world, mate. Making money.
That's it. Oh, they've got to start earning their keep. You know, they're nearly 2 and nearly 4, so they're getting to the working age now.
All right. How are we looking, Marcus? Were you all sorted?
Yeah, I'll just give it a quick yank. There we go.
So we've got all the ingredients in there.
I'll
Pack it in the blender.
Yeah, this is my thermo mix. This is my pocket thermo. And nothing.
Very high tech.
Yeah. A lot of power in it. Hey, can I come to yours and chuck this in? I don't know if it's working in this little thing, you know?
Keep going, mate. Keep going.
You reckon?
Yeah, keep going, Marcus. Hang on, just to let it off.
Feel like I'm
It does look like it's starting to lawnmower, mate.
You're making a rustic one, mate. That's okay. It'll still work. Still taste the same. It's just rustic.
Oh, I hope so. The missus is she's got high expectations, you know.
All right, so that's our salsa verde there. We'll give it a little taste and see if it needs a little bit of salt.
All right, it's looking good.
No, we're all good.
Yep.
All right. So next, now that we've made our salsa.
Yep.
My salsa. We're gonna pop our pan back on the heat, and then we're gonna place our steaks back on. Yeah, it looks good, Tane. Beautiful.
All right. I'll just relocate.
Relocate.
Oh, it's good. That sauce is good.
Smells awesome.
Good. All right, once our pans are hot, gents, we're going to place our steaks back on for probably a minute and a half each side, 2 minutes.
Yep.
Then we can take it off, and Bob's your uncle. Ready to eat.
No, it's awesome, mate. It's How you going there, Marcus?
Yeah, I'm back. Oh yeah.
So, Tyson, do you do any cooking classes for kids? Do you, mate?
I do, mate. Yeah, Bambino cooking classes. They're absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so we've been doing them. We actually haven't done any virtual ones yet with the kids, but the ones that we were doing before COVID, it was fun, but absolute mayhem when it came to rolling out the pasta. Because once the kids found out they were using pasta machines, it was on. It was just absolutely on. But in saying that, when we do classes for adults and the kids have been tucked away in bed, they find their way into the kitchen and they end up taking over the pasta machine anyway with the families. So it's hilarious. Like making pasta, the kids absolutely love it. Just using that machine going like this, they think it's the best thing ever.
Yeah, no, it's good fun. I know that day when we came and we made some salami at the factory. Some homemade salami. That was great. Asta just loved it that day. Just getting their hands in the meat and mixing it all up. It was a good day.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. No, the kids anything food related, the kids love. Right, my pan's hot enough. I'm gonna throw my steaks on.
Beautiful.
I think mine's probably burning by now. I've had mine on for a while.
Mine's up.
Yeah, but you're on a barbecue. You're okay.
Yeah. You can't go wrong in a barbecue, so we'll be all right.
Nah.
It should be all right.
If I could fit a barbecue in this kitchen, I'd have it in the kitchen.
So you've been a chef for forever, Tyson, since you left school, or just?
Oh, when I was 16, I left school and started my apprenticeship, and I was qualified at 19. And then from there, worked my way through the ranks, and head chefing at Forest Edge up in Gembrook, and then I did a 6-year stint there. And then once I was there, the boys and I opened Oh My. Did 3 years there, and then from there I've been doing this. So you've been at Oh My heaps, and it's funny. I've got memories of early days, early days when we opened the restaurant. We're doing breakfast, we're doing lunch. Yeah.
Oh, the Sunday tappers. Oh, Sunday
tappers. Yeah. Yeah.
Those
days gone now.
If anyone watching hasn't been to Oh My, make sure you check it out. It is an absolutely amazing restaurant. They are just absolutely fantastic boys down there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's still kicking. Yeah. Still kicking, which is good.
All right, give them a flip now, you reckon, mate? Or?
Yeah, I reckon. I'm going to take my steaks off.
Yeah, mine are probably overcooked, but... All right.
I'm going to plate up on some plates that my kids made me. Just check those ones out. Look at that.
Hey!
I love it. Where'd they make them at Gordon's Pottery?
Yeah, I think so. It was a Father's Day, happy birthday present from the kids.
Hey, that's really good.
And once again, because we're rule of thumb, they say, rule of thumb, for every 100 grams of your steak, let it rest a minute. That's a good way to look at it. So we'll let the steaks rest a bit, and then we're going to slice it up and place our sauce verde over the top. All right.
Get some fresh plates.
Fresh plates.
So, just for people watching, mate, what's the best way for people to follow you? Is it Instagram or Facebook or through your webpage? What's the best one, mate?
Definitely Facebook and Instagram. I'm on both platforms, so that's probably the best way to go. Yeah. So at iliketoomuch.com.
Beautiful. We'll definitely chuck a link in there for anyone that's watching this a bit later on. We'll put the link into the comments so people can jump on and give you a bit of a follow and a like, mate.
Love it, mate. Love it. Love your work. All right. So we ready to slice our steaks?
Yes, sure thing, mate. Yes. Where's my tongs? There we are.
Looking good. Beautiful, medium rare.
Perfect.
Place our salsa over the top.
Oh yeah, looking good. I might have both these steaks. Now think about it.
Sure, Loz will be stoked for that, mate.
Are they all looking medium rare?
Yeah, perfect, mate.
Mine's a touch on the medium side, but looking good.
You can't blame Tyson for that, mate.
Well, he was cooking slightly in the dark, so it's all right.
Is there any styling tips, or we're just chopping up and chucking on the plate, or?
Oh, mate, you're gonna make it look good.
I better fix this one up. Actually, this is looking terrible. It's like us to cut it up.
No, it's all right. It tastes the same no matter how you put it on a plate.
All right.
Right, so we need to judge who's got better styling.
Yeah. Okay. Let's present, boys.
Oh, need a bit of sauce on top. All right, hang on.
Oh, you got the sauce on the side.
All right.
Shit, how do you style a steak? I don't know how I'm supposed to style a steak.
Put a little H on there for hardcore, mate. All right, there's my one.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Now put it to the test and let's taste it.
All right. Nice and full. Wow. That was awesome.
Winning?
That was fantastic.
How's the salsa?
It's still so good.
Ours is good, mate. Don't know about yours. Can we see your rustic salsa?
Hey?
Hey? Rustic salsa. I think it's come up all right.
No, it actually has.
Yeah, I nearly pulled my bloody peck out, my bloody back.
And I'm just going to give this one to Marina, the wife, and see what she thinks.
Done. Love it.
There you go.
I'll do the same, I think.
She's too camera shy, mate.
I think all of them are, mate. They're just...
Yeah, so is Kat. She's too camera shy, but she's happy to take the plate.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot Marina doesn't eat chili.
Oh, no. We're in trouble.
She's coughing at the moment. I better get her some wine.
All right.
So we all good, boys?
All right. There we go. All right. I'll just save her. She's got a bit of wine. She'll be all right. How was yours, Marcus? What's he plate? He's got the veggies on there and all, does he? Oh, he's even giving a plate of wine. Hang on. I'm going to change the screen for this.
Did you give the old... got to get that plate nice and looking special.
Mate, the plate's clean.
There we go. And the rosemary on top.
I love it.
Fantastic.
It's awesome.
And I've done a H, sort of like, it looks like an angry person, but it's meant to be a H. That's meant to be the H.
That's your new logo for hardcores.
Yeah. Just
a bit of salsa on the side.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for having me tonight. I had a ball.
Thank you, mate. That was a lot of fun, and I think it's great what you're doing. I love that, and I know Marcus and I we've had to, and our whole team at Hardcores, we've had to change the way we've done our business, and I think it's amazing that a catering business, which you are, you've changed the way in which you go about your business. So make sure you jump onto his socials, guys. He does an amazing job, and when we do get out of this, make sure you check him out, get him to your home. What's the maximum amount of people you can have? I mean, obviously, once we're out of restrictions, what's normally the maximum number that you'd have for, doing the pasta classes at home, mate?
Mate, as big as their kitchen bench is. Like, I've done 30 people before, but if you've got a massive kitchen bench, let's have a party, basically. Yeah.
All right. I'll do that when we do the reno, mate.
Love it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Again, jump on the Tyson's channel. Check him out. Marcus, well done, buddy. You've done an amazing job. And to all of our people that are watching, thanks for tuning in. Again, if you've got a business that needs a bit of a plug or a bit of help, or if there's any speakers or anyone that you want to hear from, let us know, and we'll try and get them on board and try and bring some positivity to the world. That's what we need in Victoria at the moment. So thanks again for watching, guys. Have a great night. I'm going to drink some more red wine.
See you guys. Take it easy.